This week, President Biden took the step of removing 18 former Trump officials, Trump appointees, from military advisory and visitor boards from groups like, the Air Force Academy, Military Academy, and the Naval Academy, as well as a couple of other groups as well, all basically having to do with the military. Now, these were essentially ceremonial positions held by these individuals. Donald Trump appointed most of them right before he left office just to kind of stick it to Biden, I guess. And Biden, White House, sent letters out this week on Wednesday saying, hey, you've got till the end of the day to resign. If you don't resign by 6 p.m. Eastern, you're fired. And this, of course, pissed these people off. And one of the people who was angry about it was Kelly Ann Conway, who is one of these appointees, and she didn't want to lose her position. So she gets on social media, on Twitter, posts her letter in response to Biden, and basically says in a tweet, I'm not resigning, but you should. I don't know what she thought there. Like, are you really sticking it to him? Because he's going to fire you. And for the record, he did fire you. You're fired. To borrow a phrase from your former boss. So yeah, you're done. And to add insult to injury, almost literally at this point, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Democratic representative, took the opportunity to get a parting shot into Kelly Ann Conway. Here is what AOC tweeted in response to Kelly Ann Conway's idiotic letter. A predictable, if not unfortunate, outcome. Clinging onto your vestiges of power against the people's will is kind of your and Trump's, the GOP's thing. When you're fired, don't let the fascist victim complex hit you on the way out. I love that. I love that. I just absolutely love that response to Kelly Ann Conway. She's getting what she deserves, all right? Let's be totally clear about that. And it's not just Kelly Ann Conway. Sean Spicer was one of these people, H.R. McMaster, many other names that you'd heard throughout the Trump administration. He rewarded them with these 3-year terms just so Biden couldn't put people in these positions. So Trump was sticking it to him. Biden has the authority, as far as we know, and I can get into that in a minute, but Biden has the authority to remove these people as they serve at the president's leisure, which typically means he doesn't have to have cause to fire them. But if you want to talk about cause, let's talk about the fact that most of these people were completely unqualified for these positions. Kelly Ann Conway has no business serving on a visitor board for the military academy or wherever the hell it was serving on. Like, she doesn't belong there. Neither does Sean Spicer. And that's what, Jen Psaki basically said in her press briefing on Wednesday when Spicer asked about it. She's like, what are your qualifications to be there? And he responded with, don't you dare. What? Don't you dare what? Expose the fact that you have no idea what you're doing? That you're not even qualified to hold the job at Newsmax that you currently have? And by the way, the only reason you're even at Newsmax is because no other network wanted to hire you because you're such a piece of crap? So yeah, you shouldn't be serving on any advisory boards anywhere. I don't even care if it's for a Taco Bell. You shouldn't be on the advisory boards. Now, this is, like I said, a bit of a legal gray area here. The Supreme Court has ruled in the past that, yeah, the president does have the authority to fire certain individuals appointed by a previous administration, and they can do it without cause because this hinders the president's ability to put people in these positions, which is a job of the president of the United States. The Supreme Court has ruled that. However, that was regarding somebody at, I believe it was Health and Human Services, maybe? I forget exactly. But anyway, it was a government agency, not an advisory board. So there's a chance these individuals might be able to sue, and then the Supreme Court would have to rule on it since it is technically a different situation here, although it's also kind of the same situation, so who knows. But all we know at this point is that 18 Trump-loyalists lost their job this week in the federal government, and that's always a good thing.